The narcissist will explode if you do this. That's the title of this video. The narcissist will explode if you challenge their false image. Narcissists build a fragile false self, often projecting an idealized version of themselves. If you point out inconsistencies or flaws in that image, expect a volatile reaction. You're not just offering critique, you are threatening their entire identity. The narcissist will explode if you say no and mean it. Narcissists rely on others to serve their needs. Saying no disrupts that dynamic. The refusal signals independence and boundary setting, both of which narcissists despise. The narcissist will explode if you expose their lies. Many narcissists live in a web of exaggerations, distortions, and outright fabrications. Publicly or privately exposing these lies is a massive blow to their ego, and they may respond with rage or manipulation to reassert control. The narcissist will explode if you ignore their manipulation. When you don't fall for the guilt trips, triangulation, or gaslighting, the narcissist loses power. Your emotional detachment is seen as a rejection, triggering anger and desperation. Narcissists hate boundaries because they view others as extensions of themselves. Saying, "This is where I end and you begin," is interpreted by narcissists as betrayal or defiance. The narcissist will explode if you give them no reaction. Narcissists feed off attention, positive or negative. If you respond with indifference, you are starving their ego. Silence can be louder than shouting. The narcissist will explode if you question their authority, whether it's in the workplace, a relationship, or family. Questioning a narcissist's control or competence provokes intense insecurity masked as fury. The narcissist will explode if you outshine them. Narcissists want to be the best in the room. So if you receive praise or attention that they feel entitled to, jealousy quickly turns into vindictive behavior. The narcissist will explode if you maintain your independence. Emotional, financial, or social independence sends a message that you don't need them. That challenges the illusion of indispensability. The narcissist will explode if you call out their abuse. When you label their behavior as abusive or toxic, especially in front of others, it breaks their image of superiority and control. Expect backlash. The narcissist will explode if you stop playing their games. Once you recognize the manipulation patterns and stop playing along, the narcissist feels exposed and vulnerable, often responding with a tantrum or smear campaign. The narcissist will explode if you treat them like an equal. Narcissists need to feel superior. Treating them as a peer, not a god, bruises their ego. The narcissist will explode if you show empathy to others and not them. They often believe they deserve all the sympathy and attention, so watching you care for someone else can trigger envy and accusations. The narcissist will explode if you refuse to justify yourself. Narcissists love making others explain themselves. Refusing to engage or defend yourself threatens their ability to control the narrative. The narcissist will explode if you stay calm when they are angry. Your calmness in the face of their rage undermines their emotional power over you. This may escalate their behavior in the short term. The narcissist will explode if you call them out without fear. Showing that you are not intimidated by calmly pointing out toxic behavior destabilizes the control they rely on. The narcissist will explode if you walk away mid-argument. Leaving when they are trying to provoke or dominate you denies them the reaction they seek, which they may perceive as humiliation. The narcissist will explode if you have a life outside of them. A narcissist wants to be the center of your world. Your outside friendships, hobbies, and goals challenge that entitlement. The narcissist will explode if you tell them they are not special. Nothing infuriates a narcissist more than being treated like everyone else. Their entire persona hangs on feeling exceptional. The narcissist will explode if you laugh at their intimidation tactics. Humor in the face of threats or passive aggression is kryptonite to narcissistic manipulation. It shows you're not scared, and that makes them panic. A narcissist will explode if you hold them accountable. Expecting them to follow rules or standards like everyone else is often met with resistance. They see themselves as above accountability. The narcissist will explode if you cut off narcissistic supply. Without admiration, attention, or control, narcissists can spiral. Cutting off supply can provoke rage, depression, or desperate attempts to re-engage you. The narcissist will explode if you go no contact. Completely removing yourself can trigger explosive reactions, harassment, stalking, or smear campaigns. You are rejecting their control and their fantasy of being irreplaceable. Narcissists will explode if you publicly disagree with them. Narcissists equate disagreement with disrespect. Doing it in front of others is especially dangerous for their ego. The narcissist will explode if you make your own decisions. Independent thinking is a threat to narcissistic control. If they can't influence your choices, they feel powerless. The narcissist will explode if you heal without them. If they've wounded you emotionally and you heal without their help, or worse, in spite of them, it undermines their sense of omnipotence. The narcissist will explode if you tell others the truth. Narcissists curate their public image carefully. Revealing the reality behind the mask can provoke a vendetta. The narcissist will explode if you are unapologetically happy. Your happiness, especially if it doesn't involve them, can enrage a narcissist. It proves you don't need them to thrive. A narcissist will explode if you reclaim your voice. Speaking your truth, even if it contradicts their narrative, breaks the spell of manipulation. It's an act of rebellion to them. The narcissist will explode if you thrive after the relationship. Nothing is more infuriating to a narcissist than seeing you live well after cutting ties. It is the ultimate insult to their delusion of being the best thing that ever happened to you. Nothing hurts the narcissist more than when you refuse to play the victim. Narcissists often want you to feel helpless, broken, or dependent. When you rise above the trauma and choose empowerment, they feel abandoned and irrelevant. The narcissist will explode if you speak with confidence. Self-assuredness threatens their dominance. If you are confident in your words, choices, and opinions, the narcissist may interpret that as arrogance or rebellion. The narcissist will give credit to others. When you give credit to others and when you don't give credit to the narcissist, they will explode. They will be hungry. They will hate you. Because narcissists crave admiration and recognition. So when someone else gets the spotlight, their jealousy may turn into sabotage or smear tactics. The narcissist will hate you if you keep your privacy. Narcissists want access to everything about you so that they can control it or weaponize it. Withholding personal information makes them feel shut out and furious. The narcissist will explode when you end the conversation. When a narcissist is ranting, love bombing, or manipulating, and you say, "We are done talking," it is like slamming a door on their ego. The narcissist will explode if you disagree without apologizing. Narcissists expect you to bend. So if you simply say, "I disagree," without explaining or backtracking, they may see that as a direct challenge. The narcissist will explode if you avoid flattery. They expect constant admiration, offering neutral or honest feedback instead of flattery. So, when you avoid flattery, the narcissist will hate you because they want constant admiration. So, if you keep your cool when the narcissist is winning, they will hate you because if they brag, they flaunt, or they try to one-up you and you respond with cool or no reaction at all, they hate the lack of validation. The narcissist will hate you if you rebuild your reputation. If they've smeared you, rebuilding your credibility can make them livid. You are proving that their lies didn't break you, and that's unforgivable to them. The narcissist will explode if you cut off their flying monkeys. When you distance yourself from the friends or family members they've recruited to spy, manipulate, or guilt trip you, they lose a powerful tool. The narcissist will explode if you point out their reputation. When you calmly say, "We've had this argument 20 times," or if you've said that before, it shines a light on their circular logic and manipulation. When you have zero emotional response to love bombing, the narcissist will hate you. They may try to reel you back in with praise, gifts, or affection. So if you stay emotionally detached, they often flip into rage or guilt tripping. The narcissist will hate you if you tell them you see through it. "I know what you are doing" exposes their tactics, and narcissists hate being seen without the mask. The narcissist will explode if you stand up for someone else. If they are bullying or demeaning someone and you step in, they may react as if you betrayed them. Their ego can't handle being the villain in public. The narcissist will explode if you don't answer immediately. They expect instant replies to texts, calls, or demands. A delay, even if it's harmless, can be perceived as disrespect or rejection. The narcissist will explode if you show growth without their help. Whether it's healing, achieving goals, or changing your life, doing so without their guidance or approval infuriates them. You're proving they weren't necessary. A narcissist will hate you if you speak kindly about your new life. If you've left a narcissist and mention how happy, peaceful, or fulfilled you are, they may react with rage, jealousy, or an attempt to sabotage your joy. The narcissist will explode if you keep your standards high. Raising your standards, especially if they no longer meet them, exposes their inadequacy. Rather than improve, they often lash out. The narcissist will explode if you protect others from them. If you warn someone about the narcissist's behavior or prevent them from gaining a new supply, you've attacked their ability to manipulate, and that can cause an explosion. Narcissistic rage isn't about you being cruel. It's about you refusing to be controlled. Their reactions are proof that your boundaries, confidence, and growth are working. You are under no obligation to dim your light to protect someone else's ego. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so.